Hello viewers, I am Dr. V.P. Pandey. Today we are going to discuss some very important topics in the chapter Chemical Kinetics. As you know, chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which study with the rate of reaction and the mechanism by which the reaction proceeds. This is the definition of chemical kinetics. Today we are going to study effect of temperature on reaction rate, and on the basis of this discussion we will derive a very important equation which is known as Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation. It has been observed that the rate of reaction increases to a marked extent by the range of temperature. The reaction should be homogeneous in nature. It means that it has been seen that for 10 degrees Celsius or 10 Kelvin temperature rise of temperature or 10 Kelvin rise of temperature, the reaction rate is either doubled or tripled. And on this basis, we define temperature coefficient. Temperature coefficient. What is temperature coefficient? Temperature coefficient is the rate of reaction. This is the rate of reaction at 310 Kelvin and rate of reaction at 300 Kelvin. It means that here the difference is of 10 Kelvin, and it has been observed that the ratio of these two quantities, that is in between 2 to 3. It means that the rate of reaction is either doubled or tripled with 10 degrees Celsius or 10 Kelvin rise of temperature, and the ratio of these two quantities is known as temperature coefficient. Hence, how can we define temperature coefficient? Temperature coefficient is the ratio of rate of reaction at 310 K and rate of reaction at 300 K for a homogeneous chemical reaction. For a homogeneous chemical reaction, the ratio of these two quantities is known as temperature coefficient. Now, we are entering into our topic, that is effect of temperature on reaction rate. The most satisfactory explanation of the effect of temperature on reaction rate was proposed by Arrhenius. To derive the Arrhenius equation, we start with a homogeneous reaction which is at equilibrium. The reaction is like this. Let us suppose that this reaction proceeds and this is in equilibrium, C plus T. This is forward reaction, this is backward reaction. Here this is F, forward reaction, this is B, this is backward reaction, and for forward reaction we can write R1 by the laws of equilibrium or law of mass action. We can write this equation in form of rate. This is R1 proportional to product of active concentration of the reactant, and or R1 is equal to K1 into A into B. This is equation 1. What is K1? Here R1 is equal to, rate of forward reaction rate of forward reaction, K1 is equal to velocity constant. This is commonly called velocity constant. Velocity constant for forward reaction. Forward reaction. Similarly, we can write for backward reaction, that is similarly we can write R2 is equal to K2 product of the products C into D. On the basis of the laws of equilibrium, this is in equilibrium, that is rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. This is the condition of equilibrium. Hence at equilibrium, what happens? R1 is equal to R2. Put the value of R1, that is, or K1 A into B is equal to K2 C into D, or K1 upon K2. This is represented by Kc is equal to C into D upon A into B. On the basis of this expression, we can define this Kc, which is equilibrium constant. This is equilibrium constant. How can you define equilibrium constant? It may be defined as the ratio of the velocity constant for forward reaction and K2 is equal to velocity constant is for backward reaction. This is velocity constant for backward reaction. It can also be defined as the ratio of the product of the active concentration of the product and that of the reactants. And this is Kc and this is called equilibrium constant. Now, there was a scientist whose name was Van't Hoff. Van't Hoff proposed a relation between equilibrium constant and temperature for a homogeneous chemical reaction. Van't Hoff proposed a relation between equilibrium constant that is Kc and temperature as d ln Kc upon dt is equal to del E upon RT square. d ln Kc upon dt is equal to del E upon RT square. Now this from equation third, this is fourth, 1, 2, 3 was there, this is fourth. From equation 3, we will put the value of Kc or dln K1 upon K2 upon dt is equal to, this is the difference of two quantities. Here E is known as energy of activation, E1 minus E2 upon RT square, or d ln K1 upon dt minus d ln K2 upon dt is equal to E1 upon RT square minus E2 upon RT square. As you know, log A by B is equal to log A minus log B. d ln k1 upon dt, d ln k1 upon dt minus d ln k2 upon dt is equal to E1 upon RT square minus E2 upon RT square. Now, on the basis of this expression, which was derived from Van 't Hoff's equation, this is d ln kc upon dt del E upon RT square, Arrhenius supposed, on the basis of the state of this equation, this relation, Arrhenius supposed that on the basis of this relation of the equation, Arrhenius supposed that in general d ln k upon dt is equal to E upon RT square. This is equation number 5. This is the general form of Arrhenius equation. This is the general form of Arrhenius equation. This is general form of Arrhenius equation. Now, we will further proceed on the basis of this equation, that is d ln k upon dt is equal to E upon RT square. We can write it as, or d ln k is equal to E upon RT square into dt. Now we can integrate this equation. How? Or integration of d ln k is equal to E is energy of activation, R is gas constant. These two quantities are constant, hence constant is taken out, and this can be written as t to the power minus 2 into dt. As you know, this what will be the value of t to the power minus 2 into dt? T to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1. That is, this will be equal to minus 1 upon t. Or ln k is equal to E upon R. This is minus 1 by t. Its value is minus 1 by t minus E upon R into t, and as this is integrated here, general form of integration, there is one constant which is added here, ln A, and this is called here, this is ln A is equal to integration constant. Now, if we put a plot between log k and 1 by t, what will happen? We will see here. If we plot a graph between log k and 1 by t, the graph will be like this, and the slope of the graph, it means that the angle which the graph makes with the horizontal, it's tan theta. This is the slope, and its value give you the value of minus E upon 2.303 into R. Hence, by plotting graph between log k and 1 by t, we can determine the value of E which is energy of activation. Here E is equal to energy of activation. We can easily determine the value of energy of activation on the basis of this graph, that is graph between log K and 1 by T. The value of energy of activation can be obtained by determining the value of theta and its tan theta. It will give you the value of tan theta is equal to minus of E upon 2.303 into R. R is gas constant, E is energy of activation. Now we will proceed further to derive another form of Arrhenius equation. Another form of Arrhenius equation. This can be obtained on the basis of this equation. From equation 4, from equation 6, from equation 6, from equation 6, we can write this as ln K minus ln A is equal to minus E upon RT. Now, log A minus log B, ln K upon A is equal to ln K log A minus log B log A by B is equal to minus E upon RT. Or from log to exponential, we are changing its form in exponential form. We can write it in the form of exponential as K upon A is equal to minus E to the power minus E upon RT. Or K, this will be equal to A into E to the power minus E upon RT. Here a small e is the exponential. This is very important form of Arrhenius equation. This is equation number 7. This is equation number 7. Equation number 6 and equation number 7 represents the integrated form of Arrhenius equation. Equation number 6 and equation number 7 represents the integrated form of Arrhenius equation. Equation number 6 and 7 represents the integrated form of Arrhenius equation. Hence, there are three forms of Arrhenius equation. First was on the basis of Bands-Stokes relation. This is d ln K upon dt is equal to E upon RT square. This is the most common general form of Arrhenius equation. And on solving this equation, we get this form that is ln K is equal to minus E upon RT plus ln A. And on this basis, we can determine the value of E, that is energy of activation, by graphical method. And further we derive this expression. This is very important form, and these two forms, that is equation number 6 and equation number 7, these two forms are the integrated form of Arrhenius equation. Now, to determine energy of activation on the basis of Arrhenius equation other than graphical method, we can use this expression. It means that we are going to determine the energy of activation on the basis of Arrhenius equation other than graphical method. From this equation, if the velocity constant, if the values of velocity constant at two different temperatures T1 and T2, be K1 and K2. Then on the basis of this equation number 5, we can determine the value of energy activation. Then by equation 5, we can write this 1 to d ln k is equal to integration between the limit 1 to 2. This is E upon R. This will be outside the integration sign. Why? Because these two quantities are constant, and that this is 1 by t square into dt. We are going to solve this. Ln k, its integration will be ln k, definite integral, sign of definite integral, ln k 1 to 2. This is equal to minus E upon RT, minus E upon RT, minus E upon R, and T, we have taken this T, its value is minus, we have taken out this negative sign, minus T, and this is 1 to 2. Or ln k1 minus ln k2 is equal to minus E upon R 1 by T1 minus 1 upon T2. Or ln k1 upon k2 is equal to, we will take this minus sign inside, then this will be like this, E upon R 1 by T2 minus 1 upon T1. Or ln k1 upon k2 is equal to E upon R, LCM of these two quantities, T1 into T2, here this is T1 minus T2, and we change the form of log, or log k1 upon k2 is equal to E upon 2.303 into R, and here this is T1 minus T2 upon T1 into T2. This is the expression by which, this is equation number 8, this is the expression by which we can determine the value of energy of activation E. Energy of activation E, if the values of the velocity constant at two different temperatures are known. Hence, by Arrhenius equation, we can determine the value of energy of activation by two methods. First is by graphical method, and second, if the values of velocity constant at two different temperatures T1 and T2 are known, then we can put those values in this equation and determine the value of E. This is all about Arrhenius equation. Thank you.